You are watching On Demand. Please do not try to vote or enter any competition or other interactivity in this programme, as it may not count and you may still be charged.
Today on your Loose Women Live, it's Kay Adams, Stacey Solomon, Linda Robson, and Carol McGiffin.
To your Friday Loose Women Live. Now, coming up, we are weighing in on the online trend of the stay-at-home girlfriend. That's women who stay at home purely to look after their boyfriends. They're not in the audience here because they're having a great time, aren't they? It's a phenomenon which has gone wild on social media and completely divided our panel. We'll also be revealing the one thing that you should do before you go to sleep that could reportedly extend your life, as well as giving you a glimpse into our very own unique bedtime routines. And I know, don't get too excited. And we're getting festive with Ben Miller as he releases his brand new children's book. He's going to be telling us why he's been celebrating Christmas since summer, kind of. And as always, do let us know what you think. But first, we're all still talking about I'm a Celebrity, aren't we? Millions of us tuned in last night. Not Carol, I have to say she's doing a boycott.
No way, not till he's out.
Yeah, but we...
I mean it.
We believe you.
I did. I watched the first two.
Yeah.
And now no.
Yeah.
But
Sorry.
listen, we have got jungle royalty with us.
Thank
Stacey,
you.
the queen. Queen of the jungle you were.
Yeah, she was the queen. Oh my God.
I mean, Linda, you've done it as well, of course. But
Yeah,
I mean,
I
did it take you back?
Oh, every time I think me and Joe feel like we have to watch it as a rite of passage because he was the king of the jungle, but also he worked on the after show for 10 years afterwards. So it's like home watching them be back in Australia. It's been so weird when they were in Wales, weren't it?
Yeah.
So now they're back in Australia. It's nice. Carol, I totally get where you come from, so I don't think you're weird for
With the Matt thing.
Yeah, I totally get it.
I don't even like saying his name.
One. But I get the smells. I don't know if you get the same,
I
Linda.
do as well.
I can smell the jungle when I'm watching it. The smell of fire.
Everything smells of fire.
It does.
Doesn't it smell of people? Because you can't wash properly, can you?
No.
People stink when they come out. They do.
Joe said I was the smelliest person he ever
Alan
greeted.
Deck said you stank.
Alan Deck said I stank. But you can't smell yourselves, can you? Because you all
You don't
stink.
get deodorant and you don't really get soap.
No.
You get one little sliver of soap when you get there and
But
if you use that...
Oh, I'd love that. I would. I'd love to just be filthy for a bit.
You are.
I'm not. I don't know. It would be nice just to not have to worry about shampoo and washing your hair and all that.
Oh, my God, there's a real deep psychological thing going on here that we've never ever heard before.
Well, who cares? You're in the jungle.
Oh, get really dirty and...
Yeah.
It is liberating to, like, get up when the sun rises, go to bed when the sun goes down, and then just do, like, the very basics of everything.
Next Friday on Loose Women, mud wrestling. Yeah. Well, of course, Matt Hancock. Everyone is talking about Matt Hancock. And there was this interesting little scene last night. It was him and Babatunde, wasn't it? And, well, actually, we've got the clip. Have a look.
How has things been?
Hey?
How has things...
For me?
Yeah, bro.
Well, it's obviously been... It was really tough.
Because you messed up.
Yeah, no, I did. I messed up and I fessed up, right? I resigned and it's no excuse, but I fell in love.
Oh, my God.
That's a bit of a strong reaction.
I've got sick in my mouth.
It is cringe.
Oh, my God, how can you look at that and go, ha, ha, ha. I mean, it's unbelievable.
It's like a teenager saying it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mike Tyndall called him out for it, didn't he? It's just BS, didn't he say?
Yeah. What does that mean?
No, you do not want to know the answer. Do not tell her. You don't want the answer for that.
No, but you have to remember his wife and his kids are probably sitting at home watching that.
Yeah.
And he's saying on live television that he's in love.
Do you know, you hear that quoted as, or should I say an excuse, as a reason for all sorts of bad behaviour. It's not just Matt Hancock, is it? It's always that thing, well, what could I do? I fell in love. I mean, is it an excuse for what we would see as bad behaviour?
No.
No,
I've always
not?
felt this way. Every time the subject of, like, cheating on somebody comes up, I understand that everyone makes mistakes. None of us are perfect. Like, literally none of us can sit here and be like, oh, I've never done anything wrong in my life. But when it comes to cheating, I just don't understand why, when you have a choice to turn around to somebody and say, do you know what, I've got feelings for someone else, I've not acted upon them yet, but I don't think this is going to work because I like this other person. When you can do that to somebody out of respect for that person, I can't get my head around why you'd just not tell them and do it anyway. I just can't understand that mentality. And
People should have more control, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
and also, I feel like he's sitting there, I don't know, you know, like, I love my grandma, but I didn't get to see her for 2.5 years and I weren't snogging her. Do you know what I mean? And I just almost feel like it's a bit of a kick in the face.
The fact that he thinks that is a good enough excuse to excuse everything that he did is just extraordinary.
It's also interesting, isn't it, that we always put romantic love on a whole different level, you know, as opposed to other kinds of love. You know, I mean, if we're going back to that time, I mean, my daughter was away at university and having a really hard time. I couldn't love her anymore. And there was times I couldn't go to her. So love wasn't an excuse then. You know,
no, because you would have been... You had the door knocked on by the police.
So why should romantic love be put on a different level?
Ooh.
But you were actually Warmington, were you not?
I was a little bit last night because I think he did all the challenges, so he ticked off all the boxes. He did no fuss or anything, he just got on with it. But I still can't forgive him for what he did to his wife and kids. I'll never forgive him for that.
Oh, what about everything else he did?
Yeah, well, let's not. Well, as you say, he did, and I mean, obviously, he's gone in there, he's taken a big decision, and he's going to have a smile on his face no matter what they tell him to do, because he knows that he's trying to sort of rebuild this reputation. So he did throw himself into it completely last night.
Linda was feeling sorry for him, actually, weren't you?
Well, I did, because I felt like a little bit, sometimes it was maybe being a little bit bullied or whatever, do you know what I mean?
I think the rest of the campmates have handled themselves
I don't know what I'd do if I was a
brilliantly.
campmate in there. I think it must be so hard for them this year, because some of them have gone in to boost their careers, some have gone in for money reasons, whatever the reason we all decide to do the show for, and you know that is going to be completely dictated by someone else.
It's always going to be
how you're
about
going to...
What about the whole mole thing, though? Because he and Sean Walsh have to be moles, and then Jill and Scarlett were sort of brought into it. Were you not a celebrity
I was a mole.
Yeah.
I've always thought I was quite rodent-like anyway, so when they picked me to be a mole, I was very excited. I loved it. I wasn't very good at it,
I think you were the first mole as well.
Was I?
Yeah.
I don't know. All I knew was I was really excited to be a part of this challenge, but Dom Jolly, I loved him so much. We got on so well, right? But he slept a lot in camp. So when they like gave us the signal, trying to get his attention was the hardest thing ever. I was like, caca, throwing stones at him. It was really hard work trying to get his attention.
So did it work, though? Did you...
I got him in the eye. That's me getting him in the eye.
On the head.
With a rock.
By accident, by the way. I didn't aim for the eye. I just needed to try and wake him up from his...
Look at his face.
Well done.
I bet they didn't ask you to be a mole, Linda.
No, there's no way I could have been a mole. I can't keep any secrets, can I? So I would have been a rubbish mole.
You are really the worst.
Mole.
Yeah. You'd be terrible.
But I would like to have done the challenge. I mean, it looked really, really good fun.
It is fun. It is fun. But then you start feeling bad because you've got to do stuff to other people. Like, I felt sorry for Jill yesterday with Charlene, where she had to say, don't watch Loose Women because they moan so much.
What could she possibly mean?
She could just about say it, couldn't she?
Yeah,
She was like,
I know. Oh, bless Charlene, because she was being loyal to the brand, wasn't she? Because she obviously wasn't too keen. I thought it was quite funny, I have to say, when they said that. I think I'd be a very good mole.
You would be, because you're a brilliant liar.
Yeah, thank you.
She is.
And can I just say, Carol, you would also be a brilliant mole because you are also...
Actually, I would. Sometimes I just lie for fun. You know, like Chris Moyles was lying for fun and, like, telling everyone he was a dancer or something. I would do that. I love that. I love winding people up. But sometimes it can be quite, you know, people get quite upset. If you lie too much, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I bet you lied about your age for about 50 years. In fact, it was 50 years, wasn't it?
Listen, I messed up, but now I've fessed up, all right? We're going to be talking more I'm a Celebrity in a moment as we're joined by Charlene's sister, Karina. She's going to be telling us the emotional reason that Charlene has taken on the role as camp mum. And he's just released his brand new festive book. Ben Miller is going to be here with why his children are less than impressed to be featured in his writing. We'll see you after the break. To come, what would you do if your daughter or granddaughter declared they were becoming a stay-at-home girlfriend? We'll be discussing the huge online trend which sees women spending their day looking after their partners. I would not be very good at that. No. Mine would be saying, get out, for God's sake. And Ben Miller will be live in the studio as he gears up for the festive season with a brand new book and film. Now, it has been a dramatic first week in the I'm a Celebrity jungle for our Charlene.
I think I was over-emotional, I was missing the kids. Yay! So we chop it up, we'll brown the bits in the Dutch pot.
You are such a matriarch and you'd better accept it. Don't even deny it. Look at you. What do you mean?
Not being there. I'm not being the boss.
You are being the boss, baby.
Because we've now got sort of stability that is, you know...
We've had stability for all of 5 minutes, man. I do really miss them. It's all right. Tears come from love.
I came here tonight to hear the crowd go.
Boom, shake, shake, shake the room. Boom, shake, shake, shake the room. Tick, 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 tick.
Oh, please welcome someone who knows Charlene better than anyone, her sister, Karina. I should be giving you this chair, Karina, because
I did warn her I might come and take her job while she's away. So,
she's getting on now. We need a younger one, don't we?
Mix it up a little bit.
So, listen, how are you bearing up?
It's been a mix of emotions, up and down emotions, seeing her cry, seeing her jump off the bridge, seeing her bossing it in the kitchen. You know, it's been a very mix of emotions this week, but absolutely so proud of her and loving it.
God, you know, it's so funny when you say bossing it, because there's a difference between bossing it, which is really sort of, you know, looking after people and taking responsibility and getting stuck in, as opposed to being bossy.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where the mix-up is.
I think there's definitely been a mix-up, but I've been saying to people, she is bossy, because, you know, as she's spoken about on the show previously, we lost our mum quite young. I was 17, my brother was 7, Charlene was 21. And instead of doing what normal 21-year-olds should be doing at that time, you know, out partying, getting drunk, she actually stepped into that mothering role and helped my dad raise my brother and I. So she's always been that person that just wants to make sure that everyone's OK, everyone feels included. Growing up in a very typical Jamaican household, you couldn't tell my mum no. We had to be in the kitchen helping her to cook. If we had friends round, they had to help be in the kitchen helping her cook.
So Charlene's like the mum of the camp then, isn't she? I mean, she just is.
But she's also such a people person as well.
Yeah.
Like, she likes to bring people together. And what best way to bring people together and make everyone feel included is over food, you know? So,
and that's the highlight of the day, isn't it? They've got nothing else to do.
No, but as soon as that bag comes over, it's like...
She's got such guts, hasn't she? That plank thing.
Oh, my God.
I can't believe she did it. Like, I can't believe she did it. And I heard rumours that she was up there for, like, 45 minutes.
Oh, my God.
Dangling, looking at her life ahead of her.
Well, he was differing. Oh, what's his name? Babatunde.
Yeah.
Honestly, literally standing there...
He did redeem himself.
He did the high thing the next day, which I did see. But she was extraordinarily ridiculous on that.
You sounded like Craig Revel Homewood there. Extraordinary, darling.
Just trying to get a job on Strictly.
I'm trying to get a job on Loose and you're trying to get a job on Strictly.
Are you doing all her social media and stuff?
Yeah, I am.
So you're looking after, like, Instagram, Twitter?
Yeah, Instagram, Twitter, and I'm definitely the sibling that will, like, just be like... So I always have to remember that it's, it's Charlene's Twitter, and people might think...
Oh, you're not answering anyone?
I have been, like, in a nice way, but with that being said, like, people think she's got her phone. Like, people have been like, how come you've got your phone in the jungle? And I'm like... seriously, guys? No, she's got someone managing her page for her while she's away.
And it can't be, everyone must be being nice because she's doing so well.
It's very mixed, very mixed. Yeah, I would say like 95% has been positive, and then you get some people, as you will, that have different opinions, you know, that I've seen comments about, oh, well, why would you go and leave your kids? Like, you shouldn't be there crying because
They're being well looked after with their dad.
Yeah, you know, like, her kids have 2 parents.
Isn't it funny if like, most blokes in there probably won't get asked,
wonder who's looking after Matt Hancock's kids.
Yeah.
Andrew Guys.
Do you know, we were saying this...
Or his constituents.
It's weird, it's such a strange thing because I do think we sometimes just, like, it's the first thing you ask a woman is, how do you juggle your career, your work, your kids, everything? I've never heard anyone ask Jo that.
No.
Never.
And they probably never will either.
No, it's just bizarre.
He wouldn't have a clue anyway, would he?
He's the one juggling it all, bless him. Like, he's more of like he does so much at home, but he never gets asked how he juggles it all. Yeah. It's all sort of like on the woman, isn't it? It's really weird.
Always.
I'll ignore them anyway.
I do.
Well, listen, she's doing a fantastic job. She really is. And what I really liked last night is, and you never know with the edit and stuff, she's just thinking. You can see her just thinking, and that's a really smart thing to do in there, rather than reacting all the time. And, you know, she'll come out, and tonight she'll be sitting there with a glass of wine, no doubt, and you have to do it all again.
Yeah.
Your nerves are going to be shattered.
You're off to Australia, aren't you, next week?
I'm going to Australia on Tuesday.
All right.
I would have never gone to Australia other than that. I'm not a fan of snakes. I'm not a fan of 23-hour flights either. So if it wasn't for Charlene being there, so I have to say thank you, Charlene, because now I get a trip to Australia.
Way to the
Lovely. Well, this has been brilliant to have you here, Karina. It really has. Have a great trip, and we're sending Charlene all our love.
Thank you very much. You're going to love it.
It's competition time. Your chance to win our exclusive Loose Women Pamper Package. Yeah, you like it? And lines close at 3 p.m. Michelle Ackerley has all the details.
Hello, ladies. Yes, lines close in just a few hours for this competition, which is especially for you. You could win your very own Pamper Package.
It all starts with a luxurious stay for you and 3 guests here at the Swan Hotel and Spa in the Lake District.
Just imagine getting away for 4 nights of fun, and we're even throwing in spa treatments and delicious dining for all of you.
But that's not all. We're also giving you £10,000 in tax-free cash to spend however you wish.
And we want you to take the luxury away with you. There's also a hamper worth £500 full of all the wonderful goodies you've enjoyed on your trip.
This competition is exclusive to the Loose Women Show and open until this Friday only.
But you've got to get your entry in. Here are the details.
For your chance to win, text WIN to 81119. Text costs £2 plus 1 standard network rate message. Go to the website, entries cost £2. Call 09068 781119. Calls cost £2 plus your network access charge. Or post your name and phone number to DY45, PO Box 7558, Derby, DE1 0NQ. Entrance must be 18 or over. Lines close on Friday the 11th of November at 3 p.m. Good luck.
Hiding.
Oh, no. At some point, Linda's going to stop talking.
Sorry.
I don't know when it is.
I didn't know we were back on air. Sorry.
What do you do just before you go to bed? New research shows that if you read a book for 30 minutes before you go to sleep, it can extend your life by almost 2 years. So it got us thinking about our bedtime routine. Carol, what do you do?
Well, usually I run a marathon, but then other days I just turn the light off. I mean, what does everyone do before they go to bed? Turn the light off. And that's it.
That is, I reckon that's a common one, Carol.
Yeah,
do you reckon if you read for longer, you'd live for longer? Like, is it like 30 seconds for 2 years? An hour for 4?
Yeah, how did they work that out? Exactly. I'm just... honestly.
Do you not give Mark a kiss? Is that not the last thing you do?
Yes, we don't go anywhere. We never... If I leave the kitchen and he's in the kitchen, I'll give him a kiss.
You do not?
I do. You never know when I might not see him again.
Do you turn the lights off and then kiss him? Or do you kiss him and then turn the lights off?
Give him a kiss, or we give each other a kiss, and then we turn the lights off.
Can somebody bring back the real Carol? Oh, yeah.
All I keep thinking about is Carol in, like, a nightcap, turning her lights off.
No, she puts her teeth in the glass.
No, I put a mouth guard, though, and I have to put put that in. That's like false teeth. Looks like false teeth.
Nice.
It's not. He's got one too.
Lucky old Mark.
Yeah, no, he's
You've got matching mouth guards.
Yeah. No wonder you put the lights out.
For all of this.
No.
Matching dentures.
What do you do?
When half an ears fall out.
I say my prayers every night. So I come from a Catholic Irish family, and my mum used to say her prayers every night. And she'd start at the beginning, work her way through us 3 kids, and then to her grandchildren, then to her great-grandchildren, then to her brothers and sisters in Ireland.
Get any sleep?
It takes ages to go. It takes ages. And if I go wrong, I have to go back to the beginning again.
Oh, my God.
But I've never heard that thing about reading a book will make you live longer. I've heard about flossing, and you get an extra 10 years on your life if you floss.
Really?
Not reading not reading a book. Have you heard of that? Yeah, yeah.
No, I think it might help you get to sleep quicker, which maybe...
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what? I think it takes years off my life. I don't know if anyone else does this, but I always get so thirsty for some reason. When I get into bed, my mouth turns into the Sahara Desert. So every night I always take... I don't know.
Get that.
I take a pint of water up with me, and it makes me get... And without fail, at 4 in the morning, I'll be up going to the toilet. And I think, why have I done this to myself? I do it every night. I reckon that takes years off me. So maybe if I do that and read half an hour while I'm on the toilet, I'm cancelling that one out.
I think we've got it sorted now. Yeah, definitely. Still to come, we're taking on 2 huge social media trends with videos of the hashtag being viewed billions of times. We're going to be discussing the phenomenon of stay-at-home girlfriends and asking, is the idea of staying at home to look after your partner damaging to women or empowering? And do you ever wonder what impression you're giving off to those around you? We're going to try out aura photography, which will supposedly tell us exactly that. Carol can't wait! We'll see you after the break. Welcome back to your Friday Loose Women Live. Keeping the conversation flowing this afternoon is Linda Robson, Carol McGiffin, Stacey Solomon and me, Kay Adams. Still to come on this very freaky Friday, we're having our auras read. Yeah, that's right. Find out which one of us has the most vibrant aura. And he is back with a brand new festive book. Ben Miller will be here giving us an insight into Christmas at the Millers, which sounds like a Hollywood movie. Now, you've heard about stay-at-home mums, but what about stay-at-home girlfriends? This is a trend that's gone viral on social media. It's been viewed billions of times. Women are documenting their lives as so-called house girlfriends, where they look after their partners, steady Carol, and run light errands.
Oh, my God.
What my mornings look like as a 25-year-old stay-at-home girlfriend. I fill up Luke and I's water bottles to make sure we're hydrated, and then I made myself a Bloom green juice. And then I made Luke his latte. I make him an iced latte with cinnamon and maple syrup and homemade almond milk. Then I tidied up our bedroom and made the bed.
There you go.
Bore off.
Carol, that could be you. You could be a stay-at-home girlfriend.
Well, I'm not girlfriend anymore, am I? I'm a wife.
That's true. That's true.
Wife.
Sorry, yeah.
Well, yeah. Do you know what? If I was younger and I fancied a nice house for a few years and a nice holiday, I might just think about that.
Wouldn't you get bored being at home all day? I mean, I did that with the kids when they were younger. Stayed at home and looked after them.
No, not if it was a nice big house in the country with a swimming pool and everything else. No, seriously. I mean, I don't have a massive problem with it, but as long as it's not like, you know, an ambition, like putting these things out on TikTok and billions of people looking at them, I think could be quite damaging to young girls because they might just think, right, that's all I have to do is make myself a rich bloke, find a nice house, go, and all I have to do is make this coffee every morning and that's it. But there'll be more to it than that. Yeah. There won't be anything you won't be allowed to say no to, right? Because that's the point of it. I mean, everyone wins, but who cares?
What's the difference between a stay-at-home mum or a housewife?
Well, a stay-at-home, I mean, you've got children, and I mean, children all need to be looked after, so clearly
but a home needs to be
and there's
looked
also,
after.
like, financial dependency. I mean, if you're a wife...
And commitment.
Then, you know, and a commitment, there's a different sort of relationship. Whereas you're a girlfriend, then, you know, what is the What's the commitment there?
But if somebody is genuinely happy being someone's girlfriend and like making the bed and making a latte every day, good on them.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're so angry with these people.
We're not angry. You don't have a problem with it. Carol doesn't have a problem. I mean, Linda's angry with it.
I've got a problem with it.
I've got a problem with that as well. Yeah. I mean, I'm not angry because it is a difficult thing. I don't want to judge anyone, and if that is your choice, then it's entirely up to you. But I do find it quite upsetting, you know, whether having 2 teenage girls. I mean, my mum fought for her independence. You know, she fought for the right to be able to go out and work, to earn her own money and to be seen as a person in her own right and not be an appendage to a bloke, as all of my mother's generation tended to be seen. And it kind of really does upset me, if we might be... Put your phone off, Carol.
It wasn't me.
If we're moving back to a position where young girls want to attach themselves to a man.
But this is the operative word, if that's what they want. And I think sometimes I get really confused because I don't want to be that, so I am not that. And I think when women were fighting for our independence and for our right to choose and for our right to vote, I interpret it as that we were being fought for the right to make our own decisions, and whether that be work from home, be a stay-at-home wife, girlfriend, or whatever it is you want to be,
or be a pole dancer or anything like that.
Whatever you want to be. We're not just a working.
We're not talking about stay-at-home boyfriends. There is no trend on TikTok about stay-at-home boyfriends.
No.
The power dynamic is always that women will be financially dependent on men and will look after his latte.
But how do we know these girls don't have their own money? They're just with these people and they...
Because the whole thing about the trend is that they don't, that the man is the financially independent.
They wouldn't be making those videos if they did.
Oh, I'm making my latte, and now I'm making my juice, and now I'm making the bed, and now I'm... It's just like the most boring thing I've ever seen.
There might be it might be a little bit tongue-in-cheek, right?
No,
it might be a little bit tongue-in-cheek.
It might be,
we don't
but
know.
But it's
also,
I
wind people like you up, because women who think they have to have everything all the time.
This really annoys me. I'm with Carol.
You know,
you can have it all as a woman. You can be a mum and a businesswoman and a CEO and everything else in between. And yeah, you can, but let me tell you, you'll never sleep. It's hard work. Like it's not as this.
Well, then what we
American
have to do
dream.
is change the power balance between men and women. Whereas men, as you say, when Joe does an interview, people say to him, "Joe, how do you juggle children and home? Joe, what's it like, you know, being a father?"
I agree
so once
with you.
we start to change
but
that
relationship, I don't think there's anything.
then it
Why
won't
are we
be
blaming
on
the
all
woman
the
again
time.
then?
We're not blaming the woman.
If we're saying,
no, Stacey,
but she
we
has
are
a choice,
not.
and she's making that choice. If she wants to go home and if she wants to go on her phone every day and say, "I'm making my latte now, I'm making it," I love having a day at home where I get to get up and make my bed, make my coffee.
You've got to see a difference between an individual's personal choice, and I respect everyone's personal choice to do whatever they want, and a cultural phenomena. If we have this out, we have billions of people watching the phenomena of stay-at-home girlfriends.
Yeah, but you were watching the videos, I wasn't.
The juice... Sorry?
You were watching the videos. You were the one who was talking about it.
What do you mean?
You did!
No, I didn't.
I never heard about them until you brought it up.
I did an interview on the radio about it. It was brought to my attention. Believe me, I'm never on TikTok.
I understand.
I'm never on TikTok.
But by us sitting here and saying, you know, it makes me angry or sad or cross that women want or aspire to be stay-at-home girlfriends, I think is the same as not allowing women to be who they want to be.
I think you're missing the point. I really think you are missing the point. I do. You are promoting this feeling that women... What? Why?
Well, because what Stacey says is exactly right. It's like you're telling girls that they can't do that. They've got to be CEOs. They've got to do... No, but that's
ridiculous, Carol. When did I say that I am telling girls that they've got to be CEOs?
No, because you're saying that it's a bad...
That's what you're hearing.
It's a bad idea, and it shouldn't be out there because, yeah, I think it might give girls ideas that that's all they have to do in life is find themselves a rich man. But if they want to do that, I don't care. I don't have a problem with it at all. We can't all be CEOs. We can't all do everything. We can't all have it all. We can't have, you know,
can we all be financially independent?
Can
we all be financially independent?
We can try, but sometimes it's not
practical. Can we all take ownership of our own lives?
But what if people don't want to, though? Is it okay
can we be in an equal relationship?
Is it okay for my daughter to grow up and say, I don't want to be financially independent if I don't have to be? I want to be, you know, if that's
I don't want to be in an equal relationship.
But that's not... You're equal monetarily. I'm not in an equal financial relationship now. Should I be?
Neither am I.
But should I be? Because we're saying that girls should be.
Right, let's talk about our auras. You have to agree to disagree. I'm waiting to find out about the aura.
Thanks, Linda.
Thank you, Linda. Yeah.
Why gets the fisticuffs?
I'm also going to say thank you, Linda. Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about our auras. This is aura photography. And guess what? We all gave it a go this morning.
Thank goodness we didn't do it just now.
Yeah, Woo. Well, that's good. We should be able to have these conversations. Yeah. We all had our picture taken with special equipment, which, when developed, will show our auras in coloured form of the photograph. We've actually got all the verdicts here. We haven't seen them yet. We've actually got 2 aura readers sitting in the audience who have them, though. We've got Jill and Katie. Hi, you two. How are you?
Hi.
Looking a bit nervous now after that. Jill, what is an aura? What do we mean by that?
So it's the energetic field. We're all energy, and we have, I don't know if you've heard of chakra systems, but the aura photo shows up our electromagnetic field. We use a biodata sensor, which picks up different things like pulse, heart rate, and it uses that data to analyse your aura.
All right, well, let's find out what they are. Stacey, you can open your envelope.
Is this it? Is this like my auras in here?
Yeah, absolutely.
This was my morning aura.
Yeah. Katie, I think you're going to tell us what Stacey's aura is, yeah?
Yeah. Very pink and purple. Yeah. Pink on the left, as you look at it, it is dreamy and visual, what you radiate and what people feel from you. Oh, thanks, guys.
Oh, you make such a good stay-at-home girlfriend.
I'm so dreamy.
Oh, pink and purple.
Yeah. Purple is your third eye. So it's all about intuition and instinct on your inner world.
Yeah, so basically that's just the notes that we wrote, that it's very pink and purple. So pink on the left-hand side, when you look at it, is what you radiate and what people can kind of feel from you. So pink is very, like you said, it's very dreamy, it's very visual, like maybe you dream a lot about things, daydream about things.
Daydream about me.
Daydream about you.
It's also a common thread throughout all of you as well, that kind of really pink, violet energy.
Oh, you've spoiled it now.
Which you've got it above your head a bit, Carol, but
what about Linda, then? Hang on, well, let's...
So Linda's is really white, and it's white all over, and white is your...
I'm dead! She's a ghost! Oh, my God! I haven't got any colours around me! Where's my aura?
So white is like very spiritual. It's like the crown chakra, so it's your connection to higher consciousness, whatever you believe in, beyond like the physical realm. So it's nice. It's really rare to get it. It's quite like angelic. Yeah. But you do have little bits of purple in there, and the purple is like your third eye, which is like your intuition. Yeah. And it's on it's all over really. So it's just about trusting your instincts and your intuition and your surroundings, and it's very up here.
And has everyone got an aura?
Everyone's got
everyone's got an aura.
Yeah. Have you ever found anyone without one?
No.
Even Carol.
But everyone asked that,
Yeah. If anyone's
Has even Carol got an aura? Let's have a look at your photograph.
So, Carol, yours
We've only got time for one, and I want to see yours.
Yeah.
Oh, right, there's the writer.
Let's see the photograph.
Oh, wow.
You're
like, you look like you're in the Northern Lights.
Yeah.
Oh, it does look like I'm in the Northern Lights.
Tell us about that one, Jill.
Yeah, so it's the most vibrant of all the auras, actually.
You look like a witch.
And it's probably the most different to everyone's as well. So the key thing with yours, Carol, is that it's really heart-centred. So all that green energy, it means that you can kind of you're really good at relating to people. Aww. And then on your left side, is more about your inner world, and it's very yellow. So that's about like self-confidence, self-esteem, willpower, confidence, drive. So that's, and then again, you've got that pink above your head.
Seriously, then.
Yeah, it's the heart chakra. It's cute.
The heart is radiating that heart energy, which you were just talking about a minute ago, and we were like, right.
We're like, oh, yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I love the picture.
There you go. We don't have time, unfortunately. It's all blue. It's all blue.
Which is expression and communication.
What does that mean?
Communication.
Oh, she is the best communicator. You are.
You're sweet. Particularly in the light of the last 5 minutes. Still to come, but we're not letting Ben Miller away with this. He has also had his aura read. We're going to be revealing that live after the break. We'll see you in a couple of minutes. Welcome back. I'm actually just looking at my aura picture. It looks as if I've got constipation. I don't know if that comes up in the colours or not. We're going to be talking to Ben Miller in just a moment, but it's competition time first. Michelle Ackerley has the details.
Hello ladies, I am in the heart of the Lake District to tell you about our competition, which will leave one lucky winner feeling very loose indeed. But you've got to be quick, as lines close at 3 p.m. today.
Yes, if you need to get away and unwind, this is the prize for you. We're giving you the chance to win a luxury break here to the Swan Hotel and Spa for you and 3 guests for 4 nights.
You can get back to nature, have an adventure, and when you need to relax, we've even included spa treatments for all of you.
That's not all. There's also a tax-free cash prize of £10,000. Just think of the difference the money could make to your life.
And finally, we're also giving you a luxury hamper of spa goodies worth £500, so you can keep on relaxing well after your trip has ended.
So that's £10,000, a getaway and a pamper hamper which could all be yours.
This competition is exclusive to the Loose Women Show and open until this Friday only.
For your chance to win, text WIN to 81119. Text costs £2 plus 1 standard network rate message. Go to the website, entries cost £2. Call 09068 781119. Calls cost £2 plus your network access charge. Or post your name and phone number to DY45, PO Box 7558, Derby, DE1 0NQ. Entrance must be 18 or over. Lines close on Friday, the 11th of November at 3 p.m. Good luck.
Now, he's best known for his roles in shows like Death in Paradise, Professor T and Bridgerton. But aside from acting, Ben Miller has also established a very successful writing career for himself. He's just released his 7th children's book. I've got it here, Secrets of a Children's Elf. Well, welcome, Ben.
Morning. Afternoon.
Secrets of a Christmas Elf. Stacey is elf-tastic. You're going to love it, that's for sure, Stacey.
I already love the sound of it.
Are you into Christmas elves?
I do. I'm into Christmas in general.
Yeah.
So
she starts really about March.
I'm not that early into it, but I do get excited. You know what? When the kids are little, you almost want it to last a bit longer, don't you?
Yeah.
Or maybe just me.
Of course. Then. Yeah. No. I mean, and as soon. How old are your kids?
So my youngest are 1, 3, and then I've got a 10 and 15. So the 3-year-old this year is magic age.
That's like the first year probably that she's going to understand, right?
He's really into it, really excited about it. And he was with Halloween as well. It's just become that sort of age where they really believe, well, obviously it's all real, but, you know, where they really open up to the belief of it all. And it is lovely.
Well, yeah. Well, this story is about elves. It's a diary of a Christmas elf. She's quite a special Christmas elf because she's Father Christmas's daughter.
Oh.
Bit worried about Father Christmas. He's got a lot on.
He has, yeah.
And she decides, because she's very into coding, and she's like many elves are, she can build anything, she decides to build a robot, Father Christmas, to help Father Christmas for some of the public appearances. He's got to visit lots of shopping centres.
Yeah.
Wow,
elves have computers, do they?
Well, yeah, I mean, they can make anything.
Wow.
Yeah, they can make anything. So she makes this robot, and then, of course, disaster strikes. The arch-villain of the story kidnaps Father Christmas.
Oh, no.
And Holly and her robot, they have to save Christmas.
But your last 3 books...
Very traditional story.
They've been Christmas stories, the last 3?
Yes,
Based on your kids, or your kids are in them?
Yes, so I started writing about my kids. My very first book was yeah, for my oldest son, Jackson. Yeah, that's the story of him meeting Father Christmas. And then I wrote stories for my son Harrison, then my daughter Lana, and I started writing stories. Then I ran out of kids and wrote a story about my dog. And I went back to the kids, wrote about Harrison and Lana, and I've also been doing these diaries because I think one of the great things for younger children, particularly to be read to or to read themselves, is they love diaries because they're straight there into the character and into the story, and it's all very immediate for them, you know. And
do they love being in the books, though? Are they like, you know, taking them to school and showing all their mates?
Kind of gone off the boil a bit on book 7. You know what I mean? I was getting a lot of, I was getting great reactions to begin with, and now it's sort of, oh, Dad, you can read a story to me again. Oh, no.
Does it come easily to you? Writing these stories?
I don't think. I've always written, as I used to write sketches and then, you know, writing screenplays and stuff. I've just come to the conclusion writing is just quite painful. Maybe that's just for me. I love doing it, but I don't think it's ever really easy. You never know when it's going to be easy and when it's going to be harder. But I really, really enjoy the process. And I think if anybody's out there who's thinking of writing a book or maybe they're working on a book, it's just sticking at it is the main thing and trying to find a sort of routine. Even if it's just an hour a day. It's incredible what you can get done if you can just do that regular little bit.
You have to lock yourself away in a room.
Sometimes.
Right,
yeah, sometimes you get to the
distracted.
point. Distraction is too much. And distraction is the enemy, basically.
Yeah. And procrastination.
Yes.
I was digging around...
Just do the ironing. I hate ironing.
I was digging around in this envelope to see if I could find your Aura photograph, but the photograph isn't actually here.
Oh, no!
That's a massive relief for me.
Oh, look at you!
Oh, hang on, there you go. That's you.
Very yellow. You look like an angel.
So your energy is very big and bright. Your inner world and present are very orange, linking to creativity, which makes sense with the book writing and the acting. And your left side is yellow, which is your solar plexus, which is all about bringing the creativity out through your personal power.
Oh. Wow. That sounds about right, doesn't it?
It's not going to match much, is it? Yellow, orange is a difficult colour to dress to.
Don't tell Carol. Oh, that's orange.
How could I have made that mistake?
Is that orange? It's orange. It's
could have been more orange.
Tangerine.
Yeah, it could be.
This is going well.
What's your name?
Do you believe in chakras and auras and all of that stuff?
No.
Oh, really?
No, well, here's the thing. I'm really into meditation. I'm really into spirituality. But to me, spirituality is just trying to feel good. And whatever that is for you, if that's religion or that's reading your aura, you know, if that's eating hamburgers, I think, you know, whatever that makes you feel good is probably OK. But I kind of... One thing that I have learned as a scientist is try and keep an open mind, really. And you've got to kind of, you know, I mean, I'm here to listen and learn to anything. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I know how these auras are made.
Yeah.
Which makes me believe in them less.
Well, there you go. As you say, whatever floats your boat. Ben, listen, thank you. Before we go, good luck to the England women's rugby team, the Red Roses. Good luck in tomorrow's World Cup final against New Zealand. 6:30 a.m. on ITV. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you next week.